haven't said anything yet. Has she started?
No, she's gonna start in just a minute.
She started.
Have you ever been in the grocery store and you didn't know what spaghetti sauce to get, so you had to call your mom? Or you woke up one morning and your car wouldn't start, so you had to call your dad? What about the day you were having such a hard day, but then your siblings sent you a funny meme? Well, I know the impact and the positive effect my family has on me, and they are just such great examples, and I just love my family. So I want to talk about the benefits of a family in everyday life, not just the things that we might think of on our own. So first we're going to talk about how the family can be a refuge from the storm, how family can have positive influence on the characteristics of children when they're being raised, and the social skills that they're able to learn, and then the success they can have in the work field. So first, let's begin with how the family can be a refuge from the storm, as L. Tom Perry puts it. So the world is a scary place, and there's crime and violence that goes on all the time, and in the family, we're able to come home and be in just a safe environment where we know that there's peace and everyone just understands us more. The family is being a targeted place right now, and so family is so essential to our learning and our growing. The things that children learn in school, they're not always the greatest, like maybe from their peers they're learning negative language, or so when they come home, we're able to correct that in the home within our family setting. So this leads to child development. So the National Institutes of Health ran a study on how the family helps with child development compared to child care. So it says that parent and family features are 2 to 3 times more strongly linked to child development. So this just proves that the family has such a great impact on the children in the home rather than sending them out to other places to be learning all the time. Children did better with well-organized routines. The Bump website said that loving, nurturing homes that provide opportunities for growth and bonding are where children thrive. So the next point we're going to cover is social skills. Psychology Today defines social skills as the abilities necessary to get along with others and create and maintain satisfying relationships. So, in other words, this is how we make friends and get along with others all the time. Parents tend to have the most influence on how social skills develop, says Healthy Families BC. The best way for children to learn is through the example of others. So from their parents or siblings, that's going to be the best way to learn because that's who they spend the most time with. For example, the thing that keeps coming to my mind is manners. When I was born and raised in Washington State, where if you said yes ma'am or no sir, everyone got offended because they thought you were calling you old. But then in 7th grade, I moved to Tennessee, and on my first day of school, I got in trouble for not saying yes ma'am. So it just shows that there are different rules that we learn in our home, and that's what we're going to take out to the outside world. There were other children in my class that had been raised with these rules and saying yes ma'am and no sir, so they were more used to these norms. It was normal for them. The other way that we can learn is through our siblings. I think that parents is a great way to learn, but also I was raised with 4 other siblings, and they were learning different things at school that I was able to learn. So my parents may know things from school from way back when they went to school, but my siblings are more my age, so it was just a different perspective of where I could learn these things. So this brings me to work success. So Branson Seringoringo talks about the 5 L's, which is learning, loyalty, love, laughter, and leadership. So within the home and within our family, we're able to learn different skills and our behavior and our values, and we're able to just learn those things. And then loyalty, we're able to learn devotion towards the other family members. Love is expressed within our family. And then laughter, especially in my family, I feel like we laugh a lot, and so that helps build a family. And leadership, a family must be led by someone. And then, if these are kind of the basis for building a family and they're able to grow on. But if you take these things, you compare them to the work field. So in work, you have to learn, so you have to continue education in a lot of different careers you have to continue. Loyalty, you have to be loyal to those that you work with and come in contact with on a daily basis. And then love, you have to love what you do and you have to love those that you work with, or else you're just going to be miserable when you have to go to work every day. And laughter is able to lighten your stress when you're having just a hard time, just letting go and not being so stressed by laughing. And then leadership. At work, you have to be able to be led and you have to be able to lead in order to get things done. So the things that we learn in our family are able to be directly taken into our work. So to conclude, let's talk about the importance of family. So to tie it all together, we need to have a family to be a refuge from the storm and all the hard things that we encounter out in the world. We need to be able to learn our social skills and grow within our family. And child development is able and proven to have better rates within a family setting. And then finally, our careers are able to have so much success when we have learned the things initially in our homes and in our families.
The end.